Welcome back to One Mic Media. We're here today to discuss Week 10 of the NFL season. And we do have some lots to talk about here. Got some extra stuff on here about the MVP as well. Let's bring in our usual suspects in order as I normally do. Let's start with my guy, the newest of the team, and a regular now, my guy Daryl. What's up, Daryl?
What up, Mike? Appreciate you as always, bro.
Of course, man. Of course, love having you, man. Love having you on the team, of course, man. And of course, we can't do this without the guy who always got a lot to say. But love his facts and opinions. My guy Jordan. What's up, Jordan?
Here. What's good,
Okay,
bro?
okay. And of course, last but not least, man, some guys who have some crazy takes, but gotta love them anyway. What's good, Toby?
What's good? I come with facts and opinions as well.
You do. You do. Well, let's start giving those facts and opinions, guys. So, first thing I got on the docket here is that game with Houston and Cincinnati, man, which went down to the wire. Great game, but we saw C.J. Stroud, the only quarterback from Ohio State to ever be good, do his thing and come back. I mean, facts and facts, right? But he is doing his thing, though, man. So. Cincy, after having a nice little win streak, thought they might be turning the corner, but they caught this L, which is not good for their season in the AFC. So, where does this leave the Bengals as far as making the playoffs? Y'all think, and how do you think? Do you think the Texans will make the playoffs now? Let's start with you, Daryl. What you think about that, man?
Start with the Bengals. It was a tough loss. I mean, I still think they can win the division. I think
Really?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think they ran into a tough team, a hot team that is just playing high all cylinders. The reason why I think the Bengals can win is because but tomorrow's game against the Ravens, whoever's going to win that game, I think that's going to whoever wins that is going to win the North, in my opinion, because Cincinnati, they lost to the Bengals earlier this year. So if they win, if they need to win tomorrow's game in order to have a chance to win the division, worst case scenario, they're going to be a wild card. They're going to be at least the eighth seed. I don't put too much stock on their playoff hopes, but they did take a hit as far as possibly taking control of the division. But again, with that game against the Ravens tomorrow, that's going to decide a lot. With them, is the running game. Joe Mixon, he ain't having the year that he had the year he having now is it's like a down year to him. You're not getting those 100-yard games. I'm not getting multiple touchdowns. I'm not sure his touchdown count right now, but it's definitely low as compared to other years. I feel like the defense, the defense is playing at a high level, but they need to have established a running game. That's going to carry them as far as in the playoffs. As far as the Texans, they can win their division too. I was looking at their schedule. Actually, I was looking back at their schedule. I didn't know they played the Jags before. They beat the Jags 37-17 earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pay attention to that, but that's important because their easy schedule. They got the Jags again in a couple weeks, and they got the Titans twice. Their schedule is very favorable, and if they beat the Jags again, I can see them being winning that division. Worst case scenario, I got them finishing as the eighth seed as well. But yeah, the Texans, the C.J. Stroud continues to amaze me. Second week in a row, less than a minute, last drive right up the field, no problems, win the game. He don't look like a rookie to me. You can see the team buying into him, and that's only going to improve. And this is his first year. Once they get better, and he's still on the rookie contract, they can spend some money around that roster. So they looking up. The Bengals, this might be the biggest game of the year as far as playoff positioning tomorrow, and whoever wins that is going to win the North.
Did they have the second and third pick last year, the Texans?
Yeah, they got Will Anderson too.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
I thought that. Okay. Jordan, man, how you feeling about the Bengals and them making the playoffs now, and also the Texans and them making the playoffs now?
Well, I think from the Bengals, I think it's still doable. I don't think we can sit here and say because they're proven. So I can't say I don't think they're gonna, not make the playoffs. But anything is possible. You never know. And I think Daryl's right. It's probably the most important game of the season so far because you're already last in the division with a winning record. So, and they already lost to Baltimore, I believe. So if you lose again, it's like puts you in a shitty position. As far as the Texans, I love what the Texans are doing. You know, I'm a huge CJ Stroud fan, huge Ohio State fan, so I'm happy for him. I'm happy that the Texans finally got another franchise quarterback because they were knocking on the door those years when Deshaun Watson was in his prime, and hopefully they can try to do that again. It's interesting because in that division, we thought that Trevor Lawrence was going to go and run away with that division. But now that division has 4 young QBs that are all actually so far from what we've seen are pretty good. Like out of Richardson before he was injured, Levis right now, who's played really way better than I expected him to even play or look. And then CJ Stroud has just been great. And then another thing, I heard that he hosts this dude, young boy, not married, none of that. But I heard some shit that he hosts a team dinner, I think every week with a different positions on the whole entire team. And that says a lot from a rookie quarterback. And they, they probably gravitate towards him. They probably believe in him and they probably do all the extra shit because they know he gonna go do all the extra shit. And if I'm not mistaken, at Ohio State, he only lost like 3 games his whole career. So dude is a winner. So I would love to see them be back in the mix, and I would love to see him, get to the playoffs.
Toby, how you feeling about both teams?
Both teams are good. I feel like since he started off the season slow, so Joe Burrow was injured, so that's why they're in this position there now, where it's like they're going to be struggling to fight to make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to win the division, even if they do win tomorrow. But I think they'll make the playoffs. I think Cleveland's going to fall off because Watson's not going to be there anymore. Yeah. I think since he will make the playoffs, I think they'll bounce back. Stroud, though, CJ, I see what he did against Tampa Bay. That convinced me on who he was as a quarterback. Then to go beat Joe Burrow is crazy. This kid is really good. He's really looking like one of the next, good to great quarterbacks. Them personally, there's a possibility they can make the playoffs. If I wouldn't be surprised if they miss, but it's going to be close. But yeah, it was a good game, and CJ is, one of the next one coming up.
So you think the Bengals gonna win the division like Daryl?
No, they're not gonna win it. No, even if they do win tomorrow.
Okay.
Why your team gonna win it?
There's a possibility. The Steelers can win it. I do think the Ravens are gonna win it, though. I think they're gonna win the division, but Steelers are, I think they have the second best, odds, even in front of Cincinnati.
Steelers can be first place in the AFC after this week, but that's neither here nor there.
Still 6-3, yo. Winning, bro.
He does win. I'm not happy with the football, to be honest. I'm not happy with Kenny.
Me neither.
I was disappointed.
He
hasn't taken that step. He's looking terrible. CJ Stroud is better than him. It's easy to see that already. So
you're like the Grinch, bro.
We winning. All that matters.
We're winning. We're winning, but I hate the football. They stink.
But you know what?
Yeah,
you know what though? Honestly, he a realist because you be like, we're 8-1, but don't care about y'all bad secondary.
We're nice.
That's what I'm saying.
We're nice. I know, all right, bro. Don't act like I don't know that the secondary is ass. You feel me? Right now. But we're
right now,
nice.
The whole season we talking about right now.
But we're nice though. Like, you know what I mean? The secondary is not that good.
Well, not that good is an understatement, bro. I think you go out right now and get a tub on them, bro. I think right now. That's some real shit. Well, not you, but Devon probably can. I'll see his highlights. He probably get a tutty.
Line up against Levi Wallace and just go straight, and you that's all you need to do.
But anyway, I agree with all you guys. I don't know about the Bengals, man. That loss was crucial for them. They had to kind of went out, and they really got to win out now. They got a lot of AFC losses already, including this one. So they're making the playoffs not good. And then because they got the short week on Thursday, you got another game without T. Higgins. So that's 2 straight. after my trade, by the way. That was pretty smart by me. But that's 2 straight, so I don't know what they're going to do about that situation. So on that. But next up, we got another AFC team, AFC game. Bills and Broncos. Man, Bills lose again to the lose again. This time to the Broncos. And the Broncos have won 3 straight games now. So I'm surprised about the Broncos all of a sudden. And for Toby and Jordan especially, is Josh Allen still top 5 QB? What? We'll start with Toby this time. What you thinking, bro?
With that game, I didn't watch all of it.
Right.
I heard that Josh Allen was doing what he always does, though, turn over the ball. Not even him personally, but the offense, they turn over the ball. They still don't have a running game. I heard they have a new offensive coordinator. I feel like the coaching is bad on that team overall. Josh hasn't been great. I still think there's a possibility they can make the playoffs. That's why it's going to be hard for Houston to make the playoffs, so they feel like they can make it. But, they're playing bad football. They're playing bad football, especially on the offensive side of the ball. First of all, Josh Allen last year was a top 5 quarterback. Okay, this season, this is a new season. Currently right now, is he top 5? He's not playing like a top 5 quarterback.
So he's not. It's noted.
Right now, he's not. But if you accumulate the last few years, he's a top 5 quarterback. But this year, he's not playing like a top 5 quarterback. It's really hurting his team more. But I feel like the coaching for the Bills has been bad over the last few years anyway. I feel like that's held them back. And they, like everybody be saying, they put a lot of pressure on Josh Allen to make all the plays and do everything. Him and Stephon Diggs don't got the best relationship. It's real toxic right now. They got to make some moves for themselves too. So, but he's not. I wouldn't say he's probably not top 5 this year. No.
Man, you said a whole lot of words. Just say no, man. Jordan, how you feeling about? Well, hold on, Jordan. What about the Broncos? When the 3 straight, you think they can make the playoffs? Or what?
It's gonna be very difficult. I need to see who they're playing. And I need to but the fact that their defense is stepping up too. Their defense is coming back. Last year their defense was nice.
Yeah.
And then this year, I don't know what happened in the beginning. They were terrible. We got Patrick back there, Surtain.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be, but they're 4-5 right now. It's gonna be very hard for them to make the playoffs. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. They might have a strong close. I think they play the Vikings next. That's gonna be a good test. Let's see if they can look at the Vikings. The Vikings look like they're fun and interesting. But I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. They'll fight to the end though.
Jordan, how you feeling about the Broncos and their kind of resurgence, and also, as your boy to Josh Allen, still top 5 QB in your eyes? Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of the Broncos, to be honest with you. I mean, they did beat the Chiefs, and I did think that was a little bit of I wouldn't say it was a trap game. Mahomes was sick. They were on a roll. I think it was just time for at that time for Kansas City. Mm-hmm. And do I think that they're improving? Obviously, they've won 3 straight games. Do I think they'll make the playoffs? I don't trust it. I'd have to see more. It's when the Bills are weird. I think Dorsey being fired, that was more so like a scapegoat. I'm not sure necessarily why he got fired. I don't know why, because of the fact that Josh Allen made these turnovers, that they're blaming the coach. People want to say Daboll, he didn't have these turnovers. Well, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Because what is this? Maybe his 5th or 6th year in the league. So why is this a continuing conversation if we have you since this hadn't really, for the last 3 or 4 years, we weren't questioning whether Josh Allen was top 5. Now we're sitting here questioning it because of the turnovers. That is his fault. So I don't think that Dorsey should have been fired.
Me either.
I don't think McDermott's that bad of a coach. For the last 3 or 4 years, they had a top 10 defense. Leslie Frazier was the coach. Now McDermott makes the defensive calls. Now they're 16th, but they've lost a lot of. They had a lot of key injuries on the defensive side this year. So I can't really even blame it really on the defense because they've kind of held up in the games more so when you look at some of the recent more games this year, but especially in their losses, they've kept it up. Like they only held Jacksonville. What that score was what they had. What 20 points? You know what I'm saying? Like to have all those injuries, you know, like that's. I think the defense has played pretty well. So despite having all the injuries, so it's on Josh Allen. The games that they lost have been because of Josh Allen's turnovers or the team. James Cook had 1 turnover. Josh Allen had, I believe, what 3? I think.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3. He had a fumble, and I think he had 2 picks. So. Can they make the playoffs? I wouldn't put it past them. I'm not going to disrespect them like that. Is he still a top 5 quarterback in the league today? Right now, the way he's playing, I mean,
stop it, bro. There's his no.
I give it. I can't just be like, all right. I'm not going to sit here. Resume does count. I think resume does count. I think what you've done in the past still does count. This is like the worst, probably. We've had issues with the turnovers, but he's always made up for it. He hasn't been able to make up for it this year. So I would still have to say he's a top 5 talent for sure.
Wow. Okay.
I would still have to say he's a top 5 talent for sure, because the talent is there. Because we all before Joe Burrow went and beat Mahomes and Josh Allen, we were talking about Mahomes and Josh Allen being the best 2 quarterbacks in the league. Now we talk about Burrow and Mahomes being the best 2 quarterbacks in the league, and everybody else is still, up there. You know what I'm saying? So he's not even Lamar Jackson has now surpassed Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. So, but then who else? Jalen Hurts. Okay,
when we would give you 5.
So that still puts yeah. You still.
All right. So you already got Mahomes, Burrow. Just right now today, right? Watch how I shock you. Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar, Hurts, of course. And guess number 5 is C.J. Stroud. I'll take him over Josh Allen right now today. I'll tell you right now.
I'm not mad at that.
I can't say anything.
But to the question, Daryl, how you feeling about the Broncos right now? And then is Josh Allen still top 5 for you?
I'm gonna start with the Broncos. Like they definitely surprised me. Like after giving up 70 to the Dolphins later on this year, they beat the Chiefs and Bills back-to-back weeks. Like that's kind of crazy. I think Sean Payton is finally having an impact on the culture of the team. Like because this time last year, never would have even thought about them being in these types of games. And for Russ, I think he's showing glimpses of the past, like that touchdown to Cortland Sutton, like on the run. Like just like those type of off-script plays is what made him who he is. So I think he's starting to get back to that. They've eased in Javonte Williams throughout the season. I know he's coming back from the ACL, so they starting to feed him more, leading into that. So they got. I mean, they still at the end of the day they still 4-5. So in my opinion, they're not making the playoffs. But as far as like a culture standpoint, for turning things around for what it's been the last few years, they're in a good spot right now based on what they've done the past couple of weeks. For Josh Allen. Man, to me, in my opinion, he's this generation's Brett Favre without the Super Bowl, in my opinion.
And
I said it on here.
True.
But to that point, I'm not going to.
But yeah, I feel like I said it before. Like his talent makes him think he can get away with certain things, and then like when he sees that he can't get away with it, he starts to overthink and gets away with what makes him good, what makes him who he is. I think that's mental. Like I definitely don't think the coach should have got fired, especially like how that game started. Like Monday night game in front of Bills Mafia, the first play of the game, James Cook get the ball taken away from him on some bully shit. Like didn't see that. And then the passes from Allen, even the one that gave people gonna say stuff. Steph. People gonna say like the interception that gave wasn't his fault, but that was off target and he threw it harder than he needed to. If there was better position with the ball, could have saved that. The interception, like throwing it off outside the numbers to Diggs, like you can just read that before you even threw the ball. Like that was going to happen. But right now, I think they're playing their worst football at the worst time of their season because of who they got coming up. Like I was looking at the next 4 defenses they got coming up: Jets, Chiefs, Eagles, Cowboys. And if you keep playing this turnover shit, they can run y'all out the stadium. So I don't see them. They got to play the best. They got to play like the best team in the league for the next month to turn things around. And I just don't see that happening just based on what defenses they got coming up. I just don't see it happening. But fortunately, I don't see it happening.
So the Bills are cooked.
Oh
They
yeah,
won't
my
make the
bad.
playoffs.
My bad. Josh Allen is still a top 5. He's tied for first in touchdowns, top 3 and passing yards. He's still top 5.
Bro, you only say that because he's a fantasy quarterback. That's what you say. That's what you say. It's
I mean, not go ahead though.
Bills are cooked. That's one. But Broncos, you know, I'm happy for Russ. He winning some games. I like the little resurgence. I don't know how good it is for them long term because again, he's gonna be bringing back Russ again next year at his age. You know, so I don't know, but I'm happy to see that he is winning some games. We see Sean Payton still can coach, obviously. So I don't know if he should start fresh with like a young person under his wing or keep going with Russ next year. I don't know what I would do in that situation. The Bills, Ken Dorsey definitely got was scapegoat because they were still like a top 5 offense. He's OC, so I mean, he's doing his job. Again, I'm with you, Jordan. It's not his fault. The guy throwing picks. If I'm calling the right play, how is it my fault? He throwing the picks or whatever like that. So that's some BS. And they've been top 5 offense for years. So I don't know how you fire Dorsey. Like that's crazy. McDermott, I'm not. Well, not years, but I mean Dorsey been OC the last 2 years. They've been top 5 last year and this year. So McDermott, I'm not sold on McDermott yet, man. Like I don't know how you don't get a running game in all this time. Like that's a little weird to me or whatever like that. But defense been good. You know, he got defensive injuries. But Josh Allen is not top 5 at all. And he's never been elite. Well, maybe the 1 year, like you said, with Mahomes. But after that, the turnovers are crazy, bro. He got 105 turnovers 2018. That's ridiculous. Like, I know y'all like, he been great. He was still turning the ball over all the time. Like, turnovers count.
But the thing is, the reason why you're saying that now is because they're not winning. They were winning even despite the turnovers. So that's what it really.
The turnovers didn't count?
I think that's why you feel that way. Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy.
Because they're not. Because I don't think anybody. We weren't having this conversation around him the last 3-4 years.
The turnovers were all
since he got Stephon Diggs. The conversation has been he was top 2 or 3 at one point. Remember, I said at one point, I'm like, he has the skill set to be the best QB in the league. Because just off
he doesn't, because he can't read the field as good. That's why.
He's making crazy decisions. But
right.
he can but when he like some of those crazy decisions are incredible plays.
Yeah, I agree.
Some of them and some of them are just damn. But that's what makes him him. So
it's just so many, bro. And the turnovers eventually catch up with you with every quarterback. Eventually.
But it's because they're not winning, though.
That's what happens. They catch up with you. You start winning eventually. Stuff like that. And I think I gave you 5, probably you like 6 or 7, honestly. But I don't think that he is top 5 anymore. Even if he was in your eyes, I do feel like Dayball kind of maybe reined him in a little bit better than Dorsey, though. I don't know if that makes sense or stuff like that. Dayball seemed like he's a little bit tougher of an OC, tougher of a coach, but I do think they're cooked. And I want to say something else about CJ Stroud got 2 picks, bro, in a year. Like I'm taking a guy with way less picks than a guy, you know what I mean, with more picks.
They're not just. You know what I mean? They're not just handing the ball off.
No, he's putting up yards.
That boy throwing it 45
He's slinging that thing, bro. And he got 2 picks, bro. Like, I just can't trust trust Allen in a big spot for me to still keep him in the top the top 5 at this point. So
I feel like there was a point where I definitely said CJ Stroud was better than Bryce Young. That niggas thought I was tripping.
I don't remember having a conversation at all, honestly, because I wasn't really on last year's draft. So I didn't want to say that. I ain't going.
But like, CJ is that boy, though.
No, he's that boy. We're gonna get more into him later on. But yeah, the Bills are cooked to me. Like I think the season is over. I think all those games you named, they probably lose 3 out of 4 because of the defenses they got to play against. Oh, that's what I want to ask y'all. How you feeling about the Diggs? Part of all, you think he's gonna be ready to bounce?
I mean, like, I don't
That was
think
crazy.
it depends where you go. Right? If you're going to go somewhere where you don't have a quarterback, what's the point of you leaving? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you're not going to go to the Chiefs. They're not going to deal you to the Chiefs. They're not going to deal you to the Eagles. You're not going to get dealt to the Jets.
He's not happy. That's all I'm saying, though.
So where can he really go?
I agree with Jordan. There's only a few teams where it's going to be an upgrade from where it is now. So.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, I never understood that. Like I never understood that type of shit. I guess.
Well, let's move on to the Ravens, another AFC game. The Ravens, they had a big lead in this game. I was about to win some money, but all of a sudden the Browns came back and they won by 1 point at the end of the game, and surprisingly. But the Browns are 6-3, even with the quarterback kind of in and out they had going on, but the great defense. Even in this game, both teams have a great defense, but they didn't play any defense. So it's like a weird game, overall. But anyway, let me start with you this time, Jordan. Ravens and Browns, man, that game. Talk to me about that and how you feel about those teams moving forward. What's up?
Well, it's a division game. Both teams have great defenses. I think Cleveland's defense really showed what they can do, especially in the matters. I know it was a high scoring game. Deshaun Watson had a terrible first half, and the second half turned up, even injured, and got them on a nice comeback win. That was the best he had looked all season. And it sucked that he's out for the year. Lamar, you notice they can't finish games. This is the third time this year that this has happened. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what that is. They get out to a crazy, crazy lead, a crazy start, and then they just can't hold it together. And part of it, I mean, it's not Lamar hasn't. I mean, Lamar had a bad pick. I'm not going to say that he loses the games for them, but there's just something about that that's just weird. Like, and great teams don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, they find a way. Even if they come back, like, even if a team comes back, great teams will still find a way to win. And for whatever reason, they haven't done that. And I don't know what it is. And if they don't fix that, I don't see how you can really count on them as being like a real contending team if they go up against the Chiefs. If they, because I don't see another contend. I mean, if they go, they're going to play Cincinnati. They always play them, so it's up for, you know what I'm saying. But I don't see anybody else besides that I really truly would believe in and trust other than Kansas City and Cincinnati. So if they can't finish games, you can't really consider them for real. And I mean, Cincinnati blew a lead last week, and that was bad too. But I don't know. I think they'll still. Obviously, I think they're still in the playoffs. But if they can't do that, they're not winning the Super Bowl. They're not getting to the Super Bowl if they can't.
All right, I'm going to Daryl this time. How you feeling about the our division foes, Browns and Ravens, the teams you think gonna win the division? One of the two. How you feeling about that game? And what it means for both teams moving forward. So.
Yeah, bad loss for the Ravens because they could have took control of the division as far as the North. Like even that's why this makes this game tomorrow so big because they lost and gives the Bengals are only one loss down from them right now. In my opinion, the problem with them is it's usually the past few years the injuries at this time has been their issue. Like Lamar has been hurt this time of year, hasn't been able to finish the season. Now I agree with Jordan. I think because of that history of not being able to play at this time of the year is not. They don't have the experience for closing out games. Like I think they only have past few years only have one playoff win against the Titans. I think so. Not that much experience of winning those or closing out those big games. And the thing is, what they do best should make them finish games. Like they run the ball and play good defense. If you do that, that should help you finish out games, and they just haven't been doing that. Like I got Lamar on a couple other fantasy leagues. I agree with Jordan. They're not losing because of him, but they're not winning because of him either. Like he's not doing Lamar things the past few weeks. As far as the Bengals, before this morning, I thought this win was going to kind of catapult them to going on a little run. But without Deshaun, they can still, based on how good their defense is, they can still make the playoffs. But best case scenario, I got them getting the 8th seed and then losing wild card, unfortunately, without Deshaun. But it was a bad loss for the Ravens because they.
Bro,
definitely
there's no 8th seed. You said 8th seed, it's 7 seeds.
My bad, seven.
You think about basketball.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, but bad loss for the Ravens because they could have took control of the division, but now they gotta stay on their toes, especially for tomorrow.
Toby, how you feeling about our division foes there, bro?
I don't got too much to say about these guys. They both are not better than the Steelers. Well, the Ravens, I like the way they're built this year, even though they've let off some comebacks because they still find ways to win, and Lamar doesn't have to play, like a superhuman every week, for them to, win games. So, but at the end of the day, Lamar, the Ravens, honestly, I forgot what I was about to say.
All right.
The Browns lost to Sean, so they're to me they're toast. They're not winning the division. So even though I feel more bad for them though, because honestly they're cursed. I feel like they're definitely cursed because anytime they had to have something good happen to them, every quarterback they draft, Johnny Manziel, he was going to be the savior. Baker, he had that one good year, but now they got Deshaun. Deshaun's supposed to be the future, and he breaks his. Well, I think it was the shoulder, right? His shoulder. Yeah. So I just feel bad for them at the end of the day. They're toast. They're not going to do anything. And yeah, the Ravens. I still think the Ravens are good. Like I said, the way they're built this year. We still have to see them in the playoffs, though. I think the playoffs is what matters the most to me for Lamar's future. He's done all of this. He's done it already. He's won our division before. He's fought to the end, but it just comes down to the playoffs for Lamar.
Yeah, so that last part, I'm gonna go with Toby on that one. Lamar's got one playoff win his whole career, so people talk about Dak a lot, but Lamar got one playoff win right now too. So we got to see what he's gonna be able to do moving forward because he could be great, MVP, all that stuff, but they don't start getting the playoff victories. His whole career trajectory ain't gonna look good at the end of the day. So, and the Browns can still win. So you tripping without Watson, like with Walker, bro? I'm telling you, their defense is just that good. They can still get to the playoffs, bro.
But they just give up how many points this week? Their defense.
I mean,
so their defense can and will have their days where they're not gonna lock everybody up, and the offense is good. They still have like the offensive line, and they still have the offensive weapons, but it's still going to come down to the quarterback in some crucial games. Remember, the season is one game longer, but that game is going to matter too. So
yeah, okay, we're gonna see how it ends up. I still I had the Ravens from the not beginning, from like the last few weeks. I'm gonna stick to the Ravens to win the division. I needed to win 11 games for me, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Ravens though to win the division. Cowboys. Oh, let's start with go back to the NFC now. Cowboys and Niners. I put these in the same topic, so it's not too long. But Cowboys and Niners, they both bounced back with both dominating wins. Cowboys, blew out the Giants again. Niners blew out the Jaguars. And after a bye for the Niners. So Jordan, since you're an NFC guy, how you think about the Cowboys and Niners dominating wins this season? How look for them moving forward in the NFC?
I mean, I'm not really I don't care. I wasn't really impressed with what the Cowboys did. They beat the Giants. I was a little bit impressed how the 49ers handled Jacksonville. Jacksonville is up and down. Can't really trust them to be real contending so far. We thought they could be, but right now that's not the case. I'm going to get back to the Cowboys and the 49ers.
All right.
And I'm just going to make a general statement. You look at the top 5 to 7 teams in the NFL. There's probably only 3 teams out of those 7 that are built to beat you anyway.
Okay.
The Cowboys are not one of them. Neither are the 49ers.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Okay, well, we're going to show you. Because we got we're going to show you because we got Monday night, then we got Buffalo, and then we got Kansas City. We got San Francisco. So we're going to show you. Because the San Francisco got Trent Williams back. They got Debo back. That's key. Mm-hmm. But they only can win with a lead. When they get down, they're not built to play from behind. So they can't win every way.
You don't trust Purdy. That's why.
The Eagles have shown you they can win any way. The Ravens are built to win any type of way. The Chiefs are kind of built to win any type of way, pretty much. And that's it. The Cowboys are only built to win one way. The 49ers are only built to win one way. The Dolphins are definitely only built to win one day. They are probably a top 7 team. Who else?
Wait. What ways the Dallas can win? On what way? You saying they can win?
Leads. They get up.
Oh, okay.
They didn't blow it. Right. They had a lead going into the halftime against the Eagles.
Right.
But it was only by 3 points. It was 17-14.
Right.
So I don't like. I feel like they're built like Dallas and San Francisco are built differently, but they show you they can only really win one way. They have to fight against the Eagles. They're gonna have to fight. You're not gonna be getting up. It's not gonna be 21-0 by fucking first quarter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Dallas, same shit. Dallas get off on all this. You see, Arizona's not that great. They've been fighting, but they didn't let them get the lead. You see every team that they beat, they haven't just went out and fucking by second quarter, the game's over.
I just really want an Eagles topic, but since you brought them into it, you know what I mean? Let me just say, y'all don't do nobody like that though. So I'm trying to figure out why. No.
It doesn't matter because we've shown you that we can win any type of game.
But why can't y'all ever do that to what they do? That's my point. I don't understand.
They haven't gotten up for any fucking game. They haven't gotten up for any game this year.
Nah.
They haven't gotten up for every game this year. We had turnovers in every game, bro. They played the first clean game against a good team. What do you mean?
Dallas?
No, the Eagles. The Eagles played their first clean game against a good team.
And they won by 5. You know what I'm saying? They were blowing nobody, and they were down at halftime. I understand.
Would you rather have a team that blows out scrubs?
The Jaguars weren't scrubs. They were like 7-3 or something, 6-3 or something like that, or whatever.
That shit happened.
Lead the division. It'll happen for y'all.
We're leading the league with the best record.
I got you, bro. But I'm saying you putting down teams who be blowing teams out when you never blow teams out. I don't understand that.
There's 3 teams that can win any type of way. It's the Chiefs, it's the Eagles, and the Ravens. There's no other.
The Niners, I think can do it honestly, and also
they haven't shown it. They
not
haven't
the Cowboys. And you mentioned Williams, you mentioned Debo, but also they got the bull Chase too. Now,
bro,
that pass rush is even better. Okay, all right. Toby, tell me about the Niners and Cowboys. Why you thought about them after these blowout wins they got going?
The Cowboys is like whatever.
Right, it's like whatever.
The Cowboys haven't shown me nothing.
Yeah.
They haven't proved to me nothing because when they played against the Eagles, well, they lost. They lost against the Eagles. They didn't climb over any mountain. But what the Niners did was impressive. I was shocked by that. I didn't see it coming. That was a beatdown. The game, it never looked close. The Niners are impressive. I was always saying they was the second best team in the NFC. I was saying that from the beginning of the season that they were the second best, and they still are the second best.
Yeah.
Behind the Eagles, Cowboys, whatever. They have to be a good team to me. They have to be the team that's really good. I'm trying to think. What's the best team they beat so far?
Cowboys beat
nobody.
Nobody.
I guess it'll be the Rams probably. I guess
Rams? Okay.
Maybe.
This one I have the Rams this year.
Yeah.
No, the best team that they've beaten so far is the Chargers.
Trash.
Chargers.
And the Chargers are like, the Chargers are an iffy team to me too. Even though I'm a Justin Herbert over Tua guy. The Chargers
it's still like, wild take.
Not a wild take at all. Not a wild take. let's not go into that because
No, we're not.
okay, but yeah, Niners impressive win. Cowboys, I gotta see more.
Bro, the Cowboys were 17-point favorites, so I expected that. That was nothing. However, the Niners, that was like a 1-point spread in that game, and they beat them by like 30 something, bro. So I was impressed. But Daryl, what you think about those two teams, NFC teams, from the weekend? Let's take away.
Yeah, and I'm taking nothing away. I'm not taking nothing away from this Cowboys. This was a typical
Right.
Cowboys game, like beating up on an inferior opponent. Like, and same thing's gonna happen next week when they play the Panthers. Like,
Yep.
I'm not even thinking about that. They got a 4-game stretch coming up where we're gonna learn all we need to know about the Cowboys. A couple weeks from now, they got the Eagles at home, and they got the Bills.
Hold on. Look at Steph. That crazy stuff. Hold on. What she say? Hold on. Put it back up there.
But the Cowboys. They got a tough 4-game stretch coming up. They got the Eagles at home, and they got the Bills, Dolphins, and Lions. If they finish that going 2-2 or worse, to me, it's the same old Cowboys. If they go 3-1 or better, and it's like, oh, okay, this might be a different kind of team. But yeah, so when it comes down to that 4-game stretch, that's what I'm gonna have my eyes on the Cowboys for now. It is what it is. They're gonna keep beating up on teams that are less than them, and then they don't bring that same energy against the top teams. So until that happens, that's where they're gonna be. But the Niners, for me, like, they kind of need everything to be in the right place for them to be dominant. Like, without Trent and with Trent Williams and without Debo, they kind of got exposed. But now with them back, it's kind of like they didn't miss a beat. I definitely didn't expect the blowout against the Jags. I mean, that was kind of telling. They're showing how they were just able to dominate that. Nick Bosa and Chase Young is scary.
Yeah. I saw this guy.
I forgot they was in college. They was in Ohio State together too. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy.
But George should respect them for that reason, actually.
I had
with the
two
Niners-
words. There's 2 words, but
All right, well, let's see after this. Go ahead.
But with the Niners, for me, they only got 2 challenges left in the season: the Eagles later on and the Ravens. So I'm not going to take much away from them until I see them against them. I think if the Eagles, let me see, I think if the playoffs started right now, the Eagles will definitely beat the Niners, and even I think the Lions have a good chance of beating the Niners too if the playoffs started right now.
You said anything, bro. Yo, what? The Lions? Come on, man. You just say anything now, bro.
Lions got 7 wins, but that's cool.
All right, go ahead.
Now I got some wins, yeah.
Yeah, bro. The 49ers are not. Look, come on, man.
Bro, these are your guys, Nick Bosa and Chase, bro. They coming after y'all.
Bro, Chase Young came from where?
I watched it.
Okay, we played him twice a year. He didn't do shit.
Offensive line is good.
He didn't do shit. We already played San Francisco. Nick Bosa didn't do shit. So why would I be worried?
But now they're together, so now you got to worry about both of them. What you
I
talking
don't give a damn.
All right. Okay.
Bro, our offensive line is the best offensive line in the league, and they go against the best defensive line in the league every fucking day.
Toby,
They not worried about none of the offensive line.
Would you be surprised if Niners beat the Eagles?
What? Like, wait, when they play each other?
Yeah.
I'm expecting the Eagles to win. So honestly, I would be surprised.
Nobody like.
I'm expecting the Eagles to win.
I
The
wouldn't be
Eagles are a
surprised at all.
better team. I don't believe in Purdy, bro. Like,
That's right. I forgot about that.
Purdy's any other quarterback, bro. I'm trying to tell you. He showed you during his stretch his flaws, bro. He's still young, but he's not great yet. He's in a perfect system.
Eagles are the better team right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if they lost to the Niners.
I mean,
I wouldn't be shocked at all.
It's a regular season, so anything can happen. But if it came to the playoffs, I'm going with the Eagles, even though I hate them. I'm going with the Eagles. If I had to put bread on it, I'm going with the Eagles. I have to put my money on the Eagles to win that in the playoffs.
Okay. All right. But all right, move forward, man. And the Lions definitely not beat the Niners. Darryl, I don't know what you talking about.
Possible.
The Lions could definitely beat the.
Yeah, they can definitely beat
Wait,
them.
the Lions are another team
I was
of
going
the
to say,
four
Jordan, that's
teams in
another
the
one of the
league
teams they can beat.
that can
They
beat
can like
win anyway. They just won a
Jared
shootout.
Goff. He can throw for 300 yards any given
Yeah.
time. They got a
They
two-headed
could beat the
monster at
Niners,
the
bro.
running
It's
back.
possible.
Yeah, they
Play
could
good
beat the
All
defense.
Purdy
Niners.
got to do is
Bro.
throw his picks, and that'll be it.
Y'all
Like,
forgetting
I
about the
don't know.
Niners defense, bro. They coming
The
after
defense
golf
is
all
good,
day
bro.
long, yo.
Lions got one of the best offensive
We
lines.
gave
Sorry,
them.
not
We
defense.
gave them fucking.
That was
30.
last year, bro.
I don't give a damn. It's the same defense.
No, it ain't,
And they
bro.
got and they gonna have the same
Chase
players.
point there, bro. I'm sorry, we're not
We
saying
played them twice, bro.
Oh.
We played Chase Young twice a year for
that's a
3
different team,
fucking
bro.
years.
What the fuck, bro?
I don't care. If he was that good, he would have said this something. He didn't do nothing.
Okay.
It is
Johnson,
gonna be different though with Nick Bosa on the other side.
Yo, y'all beat them because they were on their 4th string QB. I told you this last year, and y'all was
Johnson,
celebrating that shit.
Mailata. Johnson, Mailata. That's all
Okay.
I need to say.
All right. But we're on their 4th string QB though. That'd be the 4th string QB. Let's just be honest with
Johnson.
you. Okay. All right. Moving forward though. Your Lions, Daryl. These are your Lions now. Lions beat the Lions beat the Chargers though in a shootout with not a great defense like that. But they did win. So like you said, Lions do got 7 wins. So talk more about it. You're talking about how you feel about the Lions and their chances moving forward and stuff like that, and the Chargers too. Throw them in as well.
Yeah, for Lions, this was an important win for the Lions. Like this time of the year, they're not used to being in close games and winning. Like, look, the last drive, it was tied, and they decided to go for it on 4th down. Like for me, that's thanks stuff. But going for it on 4th down with the game tied and less than 2 minutes left, that kind of shows the confidence you have as a team. Like for me, they got the pieces. Like they got a 2-headed monster, like I said, at running back. They got a great tight end. And after Amon-Ra, they still got some good receiving options, so they can beat the pass as well. And I think they're gonna get CJ back towards the end of the year as well.
Now that'll change life for them if they get him back, honestly.
So I like they tough. Like this is not the same old Lions. Like they playing with a confidence now. Like they not looking down. They're not looking up to the top team. They're looking eye to eye, in my opinion. And I think we're gonna see a different Lions gonna play outside. For the Chargers, they're gonna have a new coach by the end of the year. I mean next year. Like it's over for that for Brandon Staley, unfortunately. I feel bad for Justin Herbert. I hope the next coach is an offensive minded coach. Hope this like either they get an offensive minded coach or hope he just signed a contract, so he's gonna be with them regardless. But I just hope he gets into a better position to show his talent, because again, like I said, I'm with Toby, man. You put him on the Dolphins, you get the same, if not better, in my opinion. So I feel like they're gonna have some big changes in the offseason, and they need to in order to maximize, especially after just paying Justin Herbert. Like he's your guy now. So you need an offensive minded coach or just you just need a better voice, in my opinion, in that locker room to get better, in my opinion.
Jordan, how you feel about the Chargers right now and Lions you were talking about, bro?
Well, as far as the Lions, I think they're one of the top 5 or 6 teams of the league, and they're one of those teams that can prove that they've proven so far this year they've had wins every sort of way. They've had wins where they played great defense and they won because of the defense. They've had games to where they came back and they won because of the offense. And they're built to be able to do so. So they're one of those 4 teams that I mentioned. I mean, including like Baltimore, Philly, and Kansas City. So I think they're for real. Now they need to when they you know what I'm saying now. Playoffs, a different story. Jared Goff's been there. He got to a Super Bowl, so we can't underestimate that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if he can come beat the Eagles. But he might be able to go and beat Dallas, or he might be able to go beat San Francisco. He's not coming into Philly in January doing all that bullshit. That's not. No. Now, if you said Aaron Rodgers, I might say, oh, okay. But I don't know about all Jared Goff. You might say, even if you said that, I might be like, all right. But nah, not Jared Goff. That's not going down. Nah.
Toby. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Charlie, I'm sorry. I cut you off.
No, yeah, they're cooked. We knew coming into the season, all the talent in the world, but they were going to be cooked. Everybody knew that this was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. They like damn near the Clippers.
Yeah.
Like, every year, yo. Like, they like the Clippers.
Yeah.
Like, so we already know what it's hitting for. So,
What's bad about them is they're wasting like Allen because he ain't getting no younger, and and I feel like they're wasting Herbert having Allen as his number one receiver.
And that's
So,
Eckler too. All these touchdowns for nothing.
Well, yeah, sad. But it's crazy. There's so much talent though. Like when you look at the team, like if you looked at, you know what I'm saying, they have like an all-star team. They kind of have an all-star team. They have an all-star team.
Allen gonna be left in a few years though, with like
talent wise, but they just can't.
Yeah, they have more talent than the Chiefs. They have more talent than the Chiefs. Overall.
Oh my god! If you gave Mahomes, Allen, and that team, Eckler, oh my god, bro, ridiculous, yo.
Yo, you know it's funny that thing about Allen, he was hurt so much early in his career. He's probably got like 2 or 3 more good years in him. He was hurt
the first
so
year
much
he's
in his
been
career.
like injury.
The crazy part is he still got 10,000 yards already, even though he was hurt all the time.
Honestly, yo, people don't like remember. I mean, he was playing.
He's been in the league for a while. Like,
He was playing for the He was going
playing
crazy.
like Samuel Gates. And shit.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how many years he got left for Allen. That's my point. Like elite type years or whatever like that. I don't
He
know.
might have at least 2 or 3, bro. Because remember,
I think he's the same
neck
boat as
injury.
Mike Evans.
He had that neck injury. He didn't play
Yeah.
for like a year or so. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't lose nothing. Like,
Yeah, he definitely lose nothing. You're right. Toby, how you feel about Chargers a little bit and the Lions moving forward, bro?
The Chargers, I'm just gonna, hop on what Daryl said. I feel sorry for Herbert. They have great talent there and they just misused it. Their coaching isn't the best and it hasn't been good for years. So them losing these type of games, they always lose these type of games literally every year. And if they do get to the playoffs, they're gonna lose the game like this, or they're gonna lose it how they lost it last year when it was blowing out Jacksonville and then Jacksonville came and beat them. That's probably how they're gonna lose. So but the Lions have been very impressive this year. They started off beating the Chiefs, and I didn't really look too much into it. I'm just thinking it's a fluke game by the Chiefs. But then the Lions just keep winning, and they keep winning, and they're looking like one of those teams. Definitely a top 5 team in the NFL right now. I think they can make some noise. Their defense is good, but Chargers put up 38. So like I always say, this is an offensive league. Anything can happen with your defense. If your defense does hold up for the whole game, they got away with it that day because this offensive league they'll make the offense, score you, PI, 1 yard line. Like that's crazy. But the Lions, I'm excited to see what they do. Their next few games, they play the Bears, that should be a W, Packers W, Saints W, and Bears again. That's 4 W's. So if they could win those games, and not play around and they just blow through these teams, they're gonna be like what 11-2 or something like that.
Yeah.
So that'll be
Eagles and Niners
tough.
playing, they can get that number 1 seed.
They could get the number 1 because look, these 4 games I just named, the toughest team is the Saints. The Saints, I would say the Saints is their toughest team. They should beat the Saints. So
Yeah, and
11-2 is crazy.
And the Eagles probably lose 2 of the next 4 games. So yeah, you're right. They get number 1. I can see that happen. I mean, they have a tough schedule. It is what it is.
They do. They're more likely to lose to the teams they're playing than the Lions are to lose to the bums they're about to play. So they could imagine that end of the season. Lions are the number 1 seed.
Yeah, you talking about coming to the lake? You might to go to the Detroit.
Y'all about to go to Detroit.
That's all I hear. That's all I hear. I'm not even. Y'all don't even know how much I'm not paying that no mind.
Bro.
Because when we really come out here Monday night and we beat the Chiefs, and then we beat Buffalo, then we beat San Francisco,
Bro, you're gonna go
we beat Dallas. We about to go 4-0. What is you talking about?
You're not going 4-0.
The only game we might lose. The only game we might lose is Dallas.
No, that's all you. No.
No. That's the only game we might lose is the fucking Cowboys.
The Chiefs, the fucking Niners.
The Chiefs.
They're all home games.
I don't give a shit if they was.
They're not all.
They're not.
I don't care if
No.
they was in Alaska. I don't care if that shit was in the fucking Jupiter.
Y'all win games by 2 or 3 points. How you so confident? That's crazy.
I don't give a shit. We going 3-1 and don't let us go 4-0. If you let us go 4-0, I'm gonna come in here and talk shit.
I I've been saying y'all the best team in the NFC. Y'all not going 4-0, bro.
We going at least 3-1.
3-1.
The Chiefs not beating us. Do you know what's going to happen to the Chiefs? Do you know what's about to happen to San Francisco?
How much you gonna beat the Chiefs by? What's the spread anyway? How much y'all gonna beat
The spread is what? 3, I think.
Look, we got the niggas at least 7, man. Fuck talking about.
You gonna beat them by at least 7?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Them
This
niggas
guy.
mad.
Chiefs, Bills,
Steph, who's delusional now, Steph? Who's delusional now?
Y'all not gonna be saying that shit when I come in. Like, we 3. We just ran off 3 straight.
3-1, 2-2.
And then
2-2, right? Yeah, I see 2-2.
crazy. To who?
3-1, 2-2.
To who?
3-1, 2-2, bro. Y'all not going 4-0. That's all I'm saying. 3-1, 2-2 is definitely
3-1 for sure.
I'm about to run through this.
Don't let us get
tough spread.
I don't think y'all know how nice we really are. Y'all don't know.
They'll never show us. They'll never show us.
What we not showing? What we not showing?
Y'all was just in a nail biter with the Cowboys.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Damn.
You don't think the Cowboys are good, man? You about to play the Chiefs? Josh Allen. 49ers the second best team.
Bro, y'all about to play.
Y'all
about to play Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Y'all let Sam Howell get 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and fucking Mac Jones have a career day. Where did they go to see that?
No turnovers.
That's crazy. Look at his face, bro. Like,
Josh Allen gonna have no turnovers against that secondary. Bro.
Yo, if I were you, Dell, start Josh Allen against the Eagles, please. Josh Allen, listen. I don't know who you play that week. I hope it's not me because Allen and Diggs gonna have career days. That nigga's the Eagles.
Stop letting me get on this show in 4 weeks and we fucking around with 4-0. I'm gonna have clips of this fucking conversation on the show. I swear.
All I pray is that Darryl don't play when we all play the Eagles. That's all I pray. That's good. But I'm
gonna make sure, man.
Okay.
You think no Dallas Goedert is an issue for these big games coming up?
Because we already played last year without him in big games. And they can put. And the crazy thing is, where he lined up, now they're not gonna put Julio Jones at tight end because he's not gonna be sitting on the line.
He said, "Still you, go for it."
He's not gonna be on the line lining up at tight end. But in formations that they have,
AJ, so.
Dallas Goedert, off
hey,
the line.
Toby, look.
Like Julio gonna get them targets that Dallas Goedert. All them routes that Dallas Goedert would normally do. Julio gonna be the one doing them shit. So.
Julio, y'all still got him on the team?
Julio,
bro.
Yes. What are you talking about?
Over under 3 catches.
Under every game.
3 without no Dallas Goedert. Nah, 3 without no Dallas Goedert, bro.
He just gonna be throwing it to AJ like he always do.
Yeah, the fuck.
Catches.
I can't wait till Monday night, bro, to start this thing.
I can't wait till Monday night. You gonna be sitting there, sorry as hell.
I'm moving up
How the hell they do this? Damn, you gonna be over there, sorry as a motherfucker. You gonna be mad as a motherfucker. I tell you, Joel's starting to kick up a little bit.
Yeah,
how much Joel got, man? I think I have him over.
Joel got like 16. Yeah, I need that 25 from him though. He gonna get it though. I need 15 from Mel.
What quarter is it?
Third, 4 minutes left.
Oh, damn.
We G's.
Looking like a blowout at first, but they came.
Yeah, fast.
Who was blowing who out?
Celtics blowing us out. They suspended Draymond for 5 games.
Yeah.
They did. It had to be something.
Might go. What the hell?
He had him in the chokehold, like.
But yeah, Jayon is different, bro. Jay Will like should have been 10 games.
Now that's a crazy. That's a damn.
I'm back. All right, I live bet that game too. Like when it was down by 6 down by 8. Down by 11. I live bet that game. That's what I was doing earlier. Trying to get that bet in.
They ain't getting called. Remember, I need that, man. Find the shit out of it.
Right now, I got Sixers getting 8.5 right now. But anyway, moving forward, MVP candidates right now, mid-season, top 5. Darryl, who you got, bro?
So number 1, because they got the best record in the league. Jalen Hurts, number 1.
Wow. Okay.
Number 2, I gotta go Mahomes. Number 3, C.J. Stroud. Number 4, Christian McCaffrey, and number 5, Tua.
Okay. All right. That's okay. um, Toby, what you got, bro?
Gotta go Patty. Patty's
Yeah.
doing it by himself. No elite wide receivers. I'm gonna go 2, Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Good quarterback. 3, Lamar Jackson. 4, I'm gonna go CJ Stroud, number 4.
Okay.
5, give me Christian McCaffrey.
C Mac. Okay. Jordan.
I'm actually kind of shocked. I think right now it is CJ Stroud. It could be CJ Stroud.
Me too.
Right
Me
now.
too. I was gonna say the same thing. Actually, go ahead.
I like Jalen Hurts at number 2, obviously. I like Lamar Jackson at number 3. I like CMC at number 4. And number 5, I'm going to go with Myles Garrett. I'm going to give Myles Garrett some love. Because he's been going crazy.
He definitely probably went the DPOY, stuff like that. Barring that,
I think the only 2 players right now that could be considered for MVP on defense are in the same division.
Yep.
TJ.
Yep. That's why I need Miles to fall down so TJ can win it again a little bit or not. So, I'm gonna go CJ2 number 1 actually because of his where he brought them from where they are right now. The guys he throwing to, we never expected to be nothing. They didn't even hear Nico Collins and Noah Brown was a throwaway from the Cowboys, stuff like that. They didn't even like him, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go with CJ and the way he playing, who he beating. Number 1, I would go 2 Mahomes. I would go because again, like Toby said, he got no weapons at all except for Kelsey, and they got a great record. I would go 3 Hurts, 3 because of the record, but also the turnovers knock him down to me. I would go 4. I would probably go C Mac because I do believe he's the best player on the Niners, and without him, I don't think the record will be what they are. And 5, 5 is actually tough for me. But I probably would go 5 real tough. I'll probably go Tyreek Hill and not Tua, actually. I think he's their best player once again. And I think that without look at Toby. I think that without
you had Tua, right? Who had Tua in the top 5?
Yeah,
Darryl did. Darryl did. But he's not the team's best player, so I'm gonna have to go with Tyreek on that a little bit.
Usually they give like receivers and stuff, like they give the offensive year for them, and the MVP is a quarterback. Yeah.
This is for me though. I'm going with Tyreek on that. Jordan, man, any early picks to give out for this week, bro?
It's funny, I won't be able to bet Thursday, Friday, or Saturdays because I'm going to be in Florida. So
we're talking about Sunday, man. Sunday.
I know, man. I know. So, I mean, the one that I was gonna pick, I was actually gonna pick the Steelers money line. I don't know why they're not favored. I guess it's because it's at Cleveland, but I don't see them beating. I don't see them.
Close game.
Close game. But I think, and watch for a defensive touchdown from Pittsburgh in that game.
Good.
So I'm actually gonna take the Pittsburgh Steelers money line.
Okay.
So now this is gonna sound wild to y'all because we just like hyped them up, but I feel like this is just shit that happens during an NFL season. I think that the way the Bears have been playing, if they had Justin Fields in the last couple of games, they could have won.
He's playing this week.
Oh, God.
And he's playing this week. And I think he comes back and says, hold up now. I think they can fucking beat Detroit if he just goes all out crazy, running around, running through them, throwing the ball all over the field. But I'll give him 8.5. I'm not gonna.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
give him 8.5. I think it's gonna be close. A little bit.
Okay.
I think the defense is underestimated so far. And then I kind of like the Jets +7 against Buffalo. What do you
That's
think?
a good pick.
It's a good pick. Jets defense is good, so I like that pick kind of.
And then Minnesota's not even favored at Denver. I don't
I
even
probably say
like that.
Minnesota money
I was
line.
gonna take Minnesota money line, and the Eagles aren't even favored. It's gonna be a crazy week, yo. There's some underdogs that it's like real questionable dogs for real. I mean, I know the Bears joint is pretty crazy, but the Steelers, the Jets, the Steelers, Minnesota, and the Eagles are not favored in the games that they have. And I don't know if you guys would look at those games and say,
Well,
those games should be favored probably.
Well, Minnesota still got Josh Dobbs, the quarterback, so they don't really trust
They
him
might get
also.
Justin Jefferson back this week too. Like they might.
Yeah, which ain't good for you because you got the other kid on your fantasy team. So I'll be watching, bro. See what you need. And stuff like that. So, but okay, Jordan. I actually like the Broncos to cover that 2.5. To be honest with you, I think they're playing well. Defense playing well. I think they'll come out the Dobbs a little bit. I like what's I was about to say. Yeah. I like the Seahawks in that game as well over the Rams.
Yeah,
Cover the 1. That should be an easy one. And
I was looking at that shit too.
I don't know if Niners gonna cover that 11.5 versus the Bucks. Actually,
Really?
maybe not. That's a lot of points, bro. It's almost 12 points. The Bucks be scoring points and stuff, but then again, they probably will. If I had to pick, I think this is a tough one, bro. The Texans Cardinals is a tough game right there, in Houston too.
I was just taking the money.
I would Houston money line on that.
I thought Kyler was gonna come back a little rusty. He looked like he's been playing all year.
He is, but he's still a better overall team. So I'm gonna go with Houston money line. I might tease it down. I'll probably bet it. I would tease it down and only give 2 and take Houston -2. That's what I would do. So in that situation. And Jeff gave me some picks, but he ain't here to put them out. I don't know what the hell happened to Jeff, but last week I think I gave it to Jeff. Hold on. Jeff had one job. He didn't show up. Sick. All right, so last week in the pick'ems, it was Titans versus Bucks. Daryl, I don't know why, but you had the Titans. Jordan and Jeff, y'all had the Titans. Me and Toby had the Bucks. We won. That's one. Falcons versus Cardinals. Daryl, again, you had the Falcons. Jeff and Toby also had the Falcons. Me and Jordan had the Cardinals.
I don't think I knew Kyler was playing. Damn.
Same.
Okay.
Well, actually, I did. That's why I picked it up.
He would have lied.
I remember saying that.
That's hilarious, bro. And then Jets and Raiders. My dumb ass followed Jordan to the Jets, but the Raiders won.
I remember.
Yeah, I did, right? And then it was Toby, Jeff, and Darryl took the Raiders, man.
Oh damn, bro! Like,
I did follow you though on that one, bro. I did, yo.
I thought the Jet, like Zach Wilson is crazy, but
He is, yo. He's so
that shit was crazy. No feel like off field. I'm like, this is wild. Like I think they're gonna beat the Jets.
Yo, if Jets had like a little bit of a quarterback, they'd be like 8-2 right now.
Yo, they had Josh Dobbs, bro. Even if they had Josh Dobbs,
Right.
they would probably be better right now. No cap. Like,
Yeah.
this is crazy.
So Jeff's picks this week. Last week, like Toby was 1 and Toby, everybody was 2-1 actually. Everybody was 2-1. So it was like a weird week. And this week, these are Jeff's picks, not mine. Keep that in mind. But let's see. He got
So Jeff picked so now Jeff is gonna be picking the games.
Jeff picking the games from now on. Yeah, he's taking it
All
over.
right.
So he got Eagles, Chiefs, Ravens, Bengals, and Vikings, Broncos. Of course, he's the Eagles, Chiefs.
All those games is tough. He picked the toughest game. No, close
Yeah,
two
he did.
gimmies.
I guess I'll write them down since he ain't here. Damn me.
I guess anybody could go whenever.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead, Toby, when you're ready.
I mean, I don't. I'm not 100% sure who's going first.
All right, go ahead, Daryl.
I got the Eagles. I got tomorrow's game is gonna be great. Give me the Ravens and the Vikings.
You said Ravens?
Yeah, and Vikings.
All right. And you got the Vikings.
I don't like that. I don't like that Ravens pick, but
Who's at home for that Vikings game?
Broncos.
Broncos.
All right. Eagles, Ravens, Vikings for Daryl. What you got, Jordan?
I got Eagles, Bengals, Vikings.
Eagles, Bengals, Vikings. Jordan. I'm texting Jeff this stuff so I can save it that way. Eagles, Bengals. You got the Bengals for real? George, wow. All right, and Toby.
Mm-hmm. The Chiefs is at home. I just peeped.
Yeah, that's why they favorite.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs. I'm gonna go Broncos at home. Broncos at home. What was the last game again?
Bengals, Ravens.
Bengals and Ravens. Let me see some good. Cincy. I'm gonna go Ravens at home.
All right.
You know what? No, change that. Change that to Cincy. I'm going Cincy. Change that to Cincy.
I hate that game too. These are good games because I hate that game.
Yeah. He wild for that. He could have put one that was like, but he picked everything that's just.
Oh boy.
Crazy.
Okay. The Eagles will not go 4-0, but they won't. But they will win this week. So I'm going with the Eagles this week.
They're gonna do the then. Anyway, there's gonna be one that they're gonna start 0-1. Y'all about to see. How about 4-0?
I'm gonna tell you why. After this,
You're gonna need to win 3 straight.
They ain't gonna win. They ain't gonna go 4-0, but they'll win this week.
I'm saying they
Eagles,
definitely. I know they're about to lose this week.
Okay.
Eagles. The Ravens, Bengals. Man, that's the toughest one. I feel like. But I feel like the Ravens defense gonna step up. They still got no T. Higgins. I mean, they got Tyler Boyd though, but I feel like Ravens gonna stop mixing. So I'm going with the Ravens, bro. Keep it going.
The Ravens, okay.
Yeah, I like the
I'm surprised
Ravens.
y'all going with the Ravens, honestly. After how they blew that bullshit against Cleveland.
I mean, but it's Jim Harbaugh, bro. They'll bounce back, bro. And wait, since he just lost to Houston, what you talking about?
No, I know that. I know, but it's more important right now for Cincy to win. And I don't trust them right now.
And I'm gonna go with it was Broncos, Vikings. I don't know why I like the Vikings, bro. I don't know.
I like Dobbs, man.
I do like Dobbs, but he is getting thing back, right? But then we got the Broncos. Defense got better. What the game at Denver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sunday night too. Yeah.
And Sunday night. But do they kind of come back to earth and they won 3 straight games after the Broncos? I don't know. Vikings defense ain't that good either, man. That's tough. That's a tough game. For real.
I just don't see how Denver can sustain.
Right.
If Josh Allen doesn't have 4 turnovers, it's probably a blowout. If they don't have 4 turnovers, it's probably a blowout. Because they were terrible offensively, to be honest. Like, they had a couple guys where they drove the ball down the field.
And Russ had like 180 yards, bro. Like, that was it. I'm going to go with the Vikings on that, too. I got Eagles, Ravens, Vikings for me. So, let's wrap this up, fellas. I appreciate y'all, man. We are done for tonight. Thank you, Steph, for all the wonderful and funny comments. I think she got 2 more here. Let me see what she got going on. She said, her picks are Eagles, Bengals, Vikings, matching Jordan's picks. Not surprised in that. And then we got, and we are going 4-0. So thank you again, Steph, for all your delusional comments tonight. Stuff like that. Appreciate that. And tell Mom I said hi, whatever, on that. Anyway, thank you, Daryl. Of course, thank you, Jordan and Jeff. We're gonna find Jeff one day. I don't know where he at, or whatever like that. We'll figure it out. But for that, I still got. Okay, I'll see y'all next week. We out. Peace. Whatever.
4-0.
Nah.
Just remember that.
2-2.